Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. The Blue Devils about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators offense will go on the attack first. And here it comes for the first time as the starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so...
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Back to pass. Got his man quickly. He's in open space downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They're coming off a national championship win last year. But you got to think, this group of seniors isn't satisfied with stopping there.
No, they have tremendous leadership, and this coaching staff, too. That was the one priority in the offseason, fighting complacency, staying hungry to try and chase another title, though.
And it's hard to do, but you got new pieces and new places and new faces, which is awesome. So it's a lot of guys that haven't won that championship, that want to fight for it, that are hungry, and now you mix them with some guys that have also won. It's a good recipe.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front or the offensive line giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll try the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're...
Touchdown, Gator! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. They decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being...
It's a fumble! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got...
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Moving out of the pocket. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down. Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Now, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This time it's complete.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It's complete to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Quick strike complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. Trying to pound it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A strike downfield. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Got his man to the left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
That is a huge way to end this half. Man, cutting into the lead, gaining the momentum. Nice job finishing the half with some positive vibes going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. The Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Looking to throw for it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Powell. Safe completion on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you can tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside for the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The lone back's got it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Gators come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on 3rd down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. He might want another play. To the air on first down. And they will score! Touchdown, Gators!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Hey, good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We've got...
Breaks into the open. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to go up top on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Just keep swinging it. Here's a heat. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He slithers into space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Blue Devils are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Gets it out quickly. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, those comeback routes can be tough to cover defensively, but nice job staying in the receiver's hip pocket, knocking that ball down.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
You got to be able to blitz, but get home. It's one thing to blitz just to blitz, but you got to find a way, slip through those cracks. Nice job by the defense. The QB had no clue. He was hanging in there, trying to be tough.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Hines is tight end. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on the critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Power football with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Gators send out the punt unit. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. He could almost smell the red zone from where he made that fair catch, but it is tremendous field position for this offense. This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Evans. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They're Just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see.
Got it inside the 10. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He wants to change this route. He'll set up to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throw through the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Rush is on him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got
Lost one deep down the right side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.